Chalo sir. By this we have completed the biggest topic in biochemistry. Now welcome to the second topic. Let us do a little bit easier topic right now, sir. Heading lico protein. First of all, I am going to teach you about the chemistry of protein. After learning all difficult things, let us just try to balance the class. Okay, थोड़ा सा ना easy topic करते हैं, ठीक है ना? Thank you. Let us try to balance the class, sir. First, I'll teach you the chemistry of protein. Then afterwards, I'll teach you the metabolism of protein, sir. Okay. पहले हम chemistry पढ़ेंगे, फिर हम metabolism पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है? So first, let us learn about the proteins right now, guys. Come on, write on the heading there, protein. Can anyone tell me what is a protein? Yes, everyone knows what is a protein, guys. Protein is a polymer of amino acid. Everyone knows amino acid. Please remember, it is L-alpha amino acid. Chalo sir. The moment we begin the topic, MCQ. Already in the MCA exam, they have asked you the nature of amino acid. Like which amino acid do you have? L alpha, L beta, D alpha, D beta. Like which amino acid is present there, sir? Okay. So remember, proteins are polymers of L alpha amino acid. Question number one. Let us make an imaginary diagram, sir. Amino acid, amino acid, amino acid, amino acid. Like many amino acids are going to combine here and form the polymer. Can anyone tell me protein is a linear polymer or branched polymer? Protein, is it a linear polymer or branched polymer? Protein is a linear polymer or branched polymer? Remember, it is just a linear polymer, no branches in the protein. Protein में branches नहीं होती है. Is it okay? And now the last and final point here right now, my dear friends. This is one amino acid here and this is another amino acid here. What is the bond between the two amino acid? Peptide bond. Okay. Comparison. Carbohydrate, glycosidic bond. Protein, peptide bond. Very good. And that's the reason why, guys, this protein here will be referred to as like polypeptide. Poly means many, peptide bonds, sir. ठीक है. So I told you ना, थोड़ा सा ना relax class itself. We'll try to balance the class. We'll study some easy topic first. Okay. So definition of protein, already you people know it's a polymer of L-alpha amino acid. And then you already know what is the bond between the two amino acids, a peptide bond. That is the reason why polypeptide. And now, my dear friends, after learning this, now what is the next thing that we need to learn here? We need to learn about this amino acids. So please write on the heading there as amino acid. Yes. What is the definition of amino acid? That is important, sir. Write on there. It's very simple. It is a carbon compound. Amino acid, it's a carbon compound which consists of amino group and carboxylic acid group. Okay. So amino acid, it's a carbon compound which consists of amino group and carboxylic acid group. So amino acid, it is a carbon compound which consists of amino group and worried. अब देखो सर कितना आसान. NH2 and carboxylic acid group formula will be COOH. That is carboxylic acid, sir. Amino group will be NH2 and the carboxylic acid group formula will be COOH. Okay. Now we'll do one thing here. We will try to use the definition here word by word and let us try to make the diagram here, sir. Let us make the structure of amino acid. It's a carbon compound. It will consist of carbon. Okay, ji. We all know carbon will form how many bonds? So 4 bonds. Okay. चलिए आगे बढ़िए. It is a carbon compound which consists of amino group. One of the bond you attach amino NH2 and consists of carboxylic acid group. Another bond you attach the carboxylic acid group. So COH. Are you understanding the point here right now? So it is a carbon compound which consists of amino group and the carboxylic acid hydrogen, and the fourth bond will be, yes, you just write down there as R group. R group stands for alkyl group, sir. ठीक है. So amino acid will be a carbon compound. There will be a carbon in the center with the four bonds. One of the bond will have amino group, other bond will have carboxylic acid group. Third bond will always have hydrogen, and the fourth one will have alkyl group. I'll tell you the reason why. My dear friends, in total, you're having like 20 amino acids. I'll teach you within few minutes. And out of that 20 amino acids, sir, all the 20 amino acids, this much structure will remain always the same. इतना स्ट्रक्चर हमेशा सेम होता है. Carbon in the center with amino group, carboxylic group, hydrogen. Only the thing that will be changing always will be the R group, the alkyl group. Alkyl group changes and the name of the amino acid changes. Alkyl group changes and the name of the amino acid changes. Are you okay with that one here? So entire amino acid structure will remain the same in almost every amino acid out of all the 20 amino acid except for the alkyl groups. Alkyl group change होता है तो क्या होगा सर? उसका नाम बदल जाएगा, ग्लाइसिन, alanine and all those things. चलो ठीक है. Now you might be thinking that so much difficult definition and all those things. यार इतना आसान है. कभी आपने जिंदगी में सोचा है कि अमाइनो एसिड को अमाइनो एसिड क्यों कहा जाता है? Have you ever thought in your life कि why is a amino acid known as amino acid? Look here, sir. It is a carbon compound which consists of amino group. Okay, that's the reason why amino. It will consist of carboxylic acid group, and that is why it will be acid. Oh my god. So why did doctors have given the name as amino acid? Right from our school days, फालतू में रट्टा मारे हम लोग रट्टा अमाइनो एसिड अमाइनो एसिड. Think about that. What is an amino acid? It's a carbon compound. Only one word you have to remember. Carbon compound will consist of amino group and carboxylic acid group. Both the words are actually there in the name itself. So now for us, the definition is like damn easy, sir. So what's an amino acid? It's a carbon compound which consists of amino group and carboxylic acid group. Okay, that's so simple definition हो गया. अब हम एक काम करते हैं, लेट अस थोड़ा सा ना वर्कआउट ऑन द स्ट्रक्चर. थोड़ा सा स्ट्रक्चर पर हम लोग काम करते हैं. थैंक यू सोफिया, थैंक यू सोहेल. Carbon in the center with the four bonds. One of the bond will have carboxylic acid group. Another bond will have amino group. Third bond will have hydrogen, and the fourth bond will have always R groups. Okay. Now, my dear friends, this is the structure of amino acid that we have made by reading the definition. Definition पढ़कर हमने बनाया. Now let us see exactly how it is present inside our body. Okay. हमारे बॉडी में अमाइनो एसिड एग्जैक्टली कैसे होता है? प्लीज स्टॉप राइटिंग एंड लुक एट द स्क्रीन नाउ. In our body, what will happen? This will break down here. Hydrogen will come out. You all know hydrogen will always come out in the form of H plus. If it is coming out in the form of H plus, common sense, CO minus. है ना? Now, my dear friend, this H plus will go and get attached to amino here. Right? And let us now see exactly in our body, in my body and your body right now, amino acid will be present in which form? कौन से form में होता है? Carbon in the center with the four bonds, and here it will be COO minus, and here it will be NH3 plus. Why? Because it is H plus added. H plus is added there. NH3 plus, and then hydrogen here, and then R group. Okay. So this is the exact form in which amino acid is present inside our body. हमारे body के अंदर amino acid इस form में होता है. Make a note of that. Thank you iPad 2. Thank you Rachel. Thank you for making biochemistry easy. हो गया बच्चों? आर यू ऑल डन? टीनू शर्मा सर, फार्मा की ऑनलाइन क्लास भी करवाओ सर। ओ माय गॉड। Now listen here right now, guys. I hope you have learned about the ions in the school days. आपने ions के बारे में पढ़ा होगा school days में. Ions will be of two categories, sir. One will be like positively charged, another will be negatively charged. Positively charged ions are known as cations, and negatively charged ions are known as anions. है ना? And ना? So I hope you have learned in your school days positively charged ions are cations and negatively charged ions are anions. Now welcome to MBBS, sir. School days हो गया. Welcome to MBBS. You can see this amino acid here, positive charge as well as negative charge. So should I call it as a cation or anion? Which ion? Remember, this will be known as Zwitter ion. This will be Zwitter ion. Okay. So therefore, my dear friends, update your knowledge. Ion which has got positive charge, cation, negative charge, anion, and both the charges present, it will be Zwitter ion. Is it okay? So you have to remember this point. Okay, it means that amino acid will be existing inside our body in the form of Zwitter ions. Amino acid will exist inside of a body in the form of Zwitter ion. Amino acid will exist inside of a body in the form of Zwitter ion. Sure, ये हो गया sir. Definition and the structure of amino acid. So I'm done with the definition of amino acid. I'm done with the structure of the amino acid in detail. Okay. Should I remove this? And now, my dear friends, write on the heading there as the classification of amino acid. And please put a star mark, underline, highlight. मतलब जो करना है कर डालो, घिस डालो, ठीक है ना? This is the place from where questions are going to come. क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ अमाइनो एसिड पक्का 100% क्वेश्चन आएगा यहाँ से, आएगा, आ चुका है, प्रिंट हो चुका है, ठीक है जी. एंड डोंट आस्क मी हाउ डू आई नो अबाउट दैट. सूत्रों के अनुसार. ओके. क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ अमाइनो एसिड्स. And the first classification of amino acid that we are going to study will be based on structure. Based on the structure of amino acid. And based on the structure of the amino acid, all the amino acids are totally divided into 7 groups. Based on the structure, the amino acids are divided into how many groups, guys? 7 groups. And all those 7 groups, let us write down. And it's all about you people right now. I don't have to teach you much here right now. Start writing, start memorizing. Group number 1, you'll be having aliphatic amino acids. Aliphatic amino acids will include number 1, glycine, alanine, alanine, let me write it properly. Some people might get confused with the spelling. It is alanine, and then valine, leucine, and then isoleucines. Okay, glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, these are all the aliphatic amino acid. Number 2, second category will be hydroxyl group containing amino acid. Do you know what is the formula of hydroxyl group? OH. Hydroxyl group is nothing but OH. OH group containing amino acid. The amino acid will be, which will be having like OH group will be, yes, right down there. Number 1 will be your serine, and another one will be threonine. serine and threonine. Number three category will be including your S sulfur, sulfur containing amino acids. Sulfur containing amino acids will be including number one, cysteine, another one will be methionine. Cysteine and methionine. ठीक है, that is sulfur containing. And then number four category will be your acidic amino acids. Acidic amino acids will be including your aspartic acid, and number two category will be glutamic acid, and then asparagine and glutamine. Aspartic acid, glutamic acid, asparagine, and glutamine, all these will be acidic amino acid. And then after that, number five, the fifth group will include the basic amino acids. And the basic amino acids will be including lysine, number two arginine, and number three histidine. Lysine, arginine, and histidine, sir. It's not leucine, guys, it's lysine. Lysine, arginine, histidine. And finally, the number six category will include your aromatic amino acid. Oh my god, the most important one. Aromatic amino acids. And aromatic amino acids will be tyrosine, tryptophan, and phenylalanine. Tyrosine, tryptophan, and phenylalanine, these will be aromatic amino acids. And the last and final, the seventh group will not be amino acid, it will be actually amino acid, I. And this amino acid here will be proline. The amino acid will be proline. So classification of amino acid based on the structure, we are having like 7 groups. And you can see in the name itself here, some are having like, I mean to say, some are having sulfur in that, some will be having, OH group in that, some will be having like, acidic in nature, some are basic in nature. So based on the structure, these are all the 20 amino acid bases. Okay, the last one, iPad 2, the last one is like, amino acid. It's not amino is like proline. Okay, fine. So these are all the amino acid, like, based on the classification is based on the structure, fine. What is the spelling of the third one in aromatic? Aromatic third one, phenylalanine. Phenylalanine, okay. Imino का मतलब होता है कि when you see the structure of proline, someone is asking what is the meaning of imino. Imino means in the structure of proline, you will be having a ring, and that ring is known as amino ring. The ring is known as amino ring, sir. Okay, I don't know any mnemonic for this one, guys. I really don't know. I just remember just like that, I mostly don't depend on mnemonics actually. I don't like mnemonics. Why? Because first of all, subject is very vast. To learn the subject, mnemonic. फिर mnemonic को भी याद रखो. Too much. So I just remember like that only. Okay. So aliphatic amino acid, and otherwise, I'll tell you one thing here right now. Don't worry about that one, guys. Learning part. Just be with me. After completing this, we'll start with the metabolism of protein. And once the metabolism of protein will be done, at the end of the metabolism of protein, I will guarantee you yourself automatically will become perfect in that. So don't worry about learning all 20 amino acids right now. Don't worry about that. You'll automatically learn them. Don't worry about that. Okay. So aliphatic will be glycine, alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine. Hydroxyl group containing will be serine and threonine. Sulfur containing will be cysteine and methionine. Acetic, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, asparagine, glutamine. Basic amino acid will be lysine, arginine, histidine. And aromatic will be tyrosine, tryptophan, and phenylalanine. Amino acid will be proline. Okay. Now we'll learn the classification number 2. So there are totally 3 classification. So we'll learn them and then we'll take a break, sir. Classification number 2 will be based on nutritional requirement. And based on nutritional requirement, I hope you all know very well the amino acids are divided into 2 categories. One will be the essential, another one is non-essential. Sir. One is essential amino acid, another one will be the non-essential amino acid. One will be essential amino acid, another one will be the non-essential amino acid, guys. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of essential amino acid? Everyone knows very well. The essential amino acids are those which are not produced in our body, which are not produced in body. And I remember like this: essential amino acids are those which are not produced in our body, and they have to be essentially taken in nutrition in our diet, and that is why they are given the name as essential amino acid. Best way to remember. The best way to remember the essential amino acid is the one which are not produced in our body, and that is the reason why they have to be essentially taken in nutrition or diet. And non-essential will be completely opposite. They are produced in our body. Learn one thing, another thing will automatically come. So essential amino acids will be those which are not produced in our body and they have to be essentially taken in diet. And non-essential will be those which are not produced in our body, which are produced in our body. Okay. And my dear friends, definition, I think 99% of the students will be already knowing the definition. Panga, the problem is out of these 20 amino acids which are essential, which are non-essential. There will be 10 essential, 10 non-essential. Look here. Whatever I'm highlighting are essential, guys. Valine, leucine, isoleucine, and then threonine, and then methionine. Okay, and then after that, all your basic amino acids, lysine, arginine, and histidine are essential. And then here, tryptophan, and then the phenylalanine, essential amino acids. So if you count all of them will be like 10 amino acids. So out of 20, 10 amino acids will be essential amino acids. Remember only one list, so automatically the remaining ones will be non-essential. Hope you're done. Now, once you're done with the essential amino acids, guys, yeah, for this now we are having like one very famous mnemonic for this one here. Which are the essential amino acids? Remember, like TV till 8 p.m. Okay, TV till 8 p.m. That's the mnemonic for that. And afterwards, you can see the full form of that one, guys. Okay, so all these are the essential amino acids which I have highlighted in yellow color, and that will be you will be able to remember that as TV till 8 p.m. TV till 8 p.m. करके याद रख लो. अच्छा, now let me tell you one of the latest question that is asked in the exam. Everyone learned essential amino acid, everyone learned non-essential amino acid, and they went for writing MC exam. And the MC exam, that fellow is asking which are semi-essential amino acids. Semi-essential amino acid. Oh my god. Latest question. So write down there, guys. There are two semi-essential amino acids, sir. There are actually two semi-essential amino acid example. One will be your arginine, another one will be histidine. So arginine and histidine are semi-essential amino acids, sir. Okay, arginine and histidine are the semi-essential. Achha, what is the meaning of semi-essential amino acid? They are not always required in more quantity. Remember, they are required during, yes, or they are required in growing children, the children about the age of 7 to 8 years, growing children, they are required during lactation. So by this we can understand that they are not always required. From here we can understand that they are not always required in much quantity. They are required in growing children around the age of 7 to 8 years, and they are required in pregnancy, and they are required in lactation. Which amino acids, guys? Number one, arginine, and number two will be your histidine. So arginine and histidine. These two are required during growing children, on pregnancy and lactation. That is why they are known as semi-essentials. Done. So therefore, my dear friends, important thing I hope you're completely understanding right now is the examples. Examples. And now welcome to the classification number 3. Classification number 3 of the amino acid, and the last one, the third one, is based on metabolic fate. Based on metabolic fate. That means based on metabolism. Some of the amino acids will undergo metabolism, and after undergoing metabolism, they are going to form glucose. Glucogenic amino acid. कुछ याद आ रहा है yesterday's topic? Yesterday's last topic, gluconeogenesis. I already told you all amino acids can form glucose except to leucine and lysine. याद है? So some of the amino acids will undergo metabolism to form glucose, glucogenic. Some of the amino acids will undergo metabolism to form ketone bodies, ketogenic. And some of the amino acids are going to form both of them. So there are three categories. Write down this, sir. Number one category, you write down ketogenic amino acid. I'll tell you the reason why I'm making you write like this in this order, sir. Ketogenic amino acid. That means those amino acids which forms what, sir? Ketone bodies. ठीक है ना? Amino acids metabolizes to ketone bodies. So if they are forming ketone bodies, they are ketogenic amino acid. Examples. Examples I don't even have to teach you. You already know. One will be leucine. Another one will be lysine. Okay. Are you understanding your planning? All amino acids can form glucose except leucine, lysine. Why they are not able to form the glucose? Why? Because they are undergoing metabolism to form ketone bodies. Number two category, write down there as both glucogenic and ketogenic, sir. Glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. Glucogenic and ketogenic amino acids. Now from the name itself, you can understand the amino acids are able to form both glucose and ketone bodies. What are the example? Remember, all aromatic. What are aromatic amino acids, sir? Tyrosine. Number two, there will be tryptophan. And number three, there will be phenylalanine. Tyrosine, tryptophan, and phenylalanine. Tyrosine, tryptophan, and phenylalanine. Along with that, you include isoleucine. That's all. So I always advise the students to remember like this, guys. Remember aromatic amino acid along with isoleucine. Aromatic amino acid along with isoleucine. That's all. And these are actually two of the examples here, sir, ketogenic. And these are only the four of the examples which are glucogenic and ketogenic. And right on the third category, I request all of you not to learn that. Just write down there as glucogenic amino acid and just write down there the rest all. Okay. So there are totally 20 amino acid. Out of 20, this 2 and this 4, that means 6. Remaining 14. All of them come under which category only? Glucogenic. And who is going to learn that long list, sir? Take it easy, chill. This is the best way to learn. So I'll tell you all the tricks how to learn that one. Please follow them. So जो थोड़े बहुत है, which are fewer ones, you learn that, and remaining everything, they come under which category, guys? Glucogenic amino acids. Are you getting my point here right now? So these three classifications you have to become perfect. Don't worry about definition, these and all. That is only for our background story. Once you are perfect with that one, guys, hello. Important thing is classification. Three classification. Number one, based on structure, seven groups. Number two, based on nutritional requirement, whether we require in nutrition or not. Essential, non-essential, semi-essential. And number three is based on metabolic fate. Some are forming glucose, some are forming ketone bodies, some are forming both of them. And every time, what is the only thing required, guys? Example, example, example. That is what they will ask you in the exam. I hope this is done here right now. Hello, my dear friends. I hope this is done here right now. And the questions will come from the classification. Okay? Questions will come from classification only. And that completes our this topic here right now. We'll take a small break here right now. After the break of 15-20 minutes, we'll continue the class with the metabolism of protein, sir. So please take a break here. After the break, we'll complete the entire metabolism of protein. आज हो जाएगा, sir. We'll complete it. Okay. So let's take a small break. Found by serine. There is a OH group containing amino acid serine. Okay. Some of the students are thinking that selenocysteine is formed from selenium, and some of them are thinking that it is formed from cysteine. It's neither from selenium nor from cysteine. Remember, selenocysteine will be formed from where, sir? Serine. And point number two, you have to remember the codon which is going to code for this amino acid. It is one of the stop codon, guys. You remember stop codons or nonsense codons? UAA, another one is UAG, another one is UGA. So there are like three stop codons, and out of the three stop codons, yes, it's UGA. Selenocysteine will be coded by UGA, the codon for that. So these 2 points you have to remember about 21st amino acid, guys. After that, remember about 22nd amino acid. Now, what is the name of 22nd amino acid? It will be pyrrolysine. 22nd amino acid will be pyrrolysine. And for pyrrolysine, just remember one thing, the codon. And which codon? Again, it is a stop codon. And that will be UAG. UAG code for pyrrolysine. So that's all. So this is like, something like updated information that you have to remember. Till now, amino acid selenocysteine and 22nd amino acid pyrrolysine. We don't have much information about them. Whatever I told you, just remember that. That is more than enough. Okay. So 21st amino acid is selenocysteine and 22nd amino acid will be pyrrolysine. I told you nothing much information. Whatever I said, you just remember that. Okay. Okay. And now, once you are done with this one, like definition of amino acid, classification of amino acid, everything is done. And now let's begin with the next. Let's finish off this topic of protein metabolism today. And in this protein metabolism, first of all, let me give you the entire overview. Okay, what are we going to learn right now? Okay, now, as usual, I'm going to start from the scratch. So, my dear friends, imagine this one to be esophagus, and this will be your stomach here right now, guys. And now, for example, today we are going to consume the protein-rich diet. Yesterday we have consumed carbohydrate-rich diet. Yesterday we had rice, chapati, vegetable, fruits, and all. And today we'll have like protein-rich diet, sir. All the non-vegetarian part, chicken, mutton, all that proteins. Now, once you consume the protein will go to the stomach and intestine and will get digested. Now, let us see about the digestion. Digestion में क्या होता है? Whatever proteins you are consuming, those proteins are going to get digested. And digested to form what, sir? They're digested to form the amino acids. So proteins will undergo digestion to form amino acids. And now what is going to happen to these amino acids? They will be absorbed. Absorption hoga. And now, my dear friends, I told you already, like from today onwards, the moment you listen the word as amino acid, that picture should come in your mind, sir. Carbon in the center with the four bonds, and then there will be carboxylic acid group and amino group, NH3 plus. Hydrogen here and the alkyl group here, sir. So I have consumed the proteins are digested, and now I got the amino acid. Now, what is going to happen with this amino acid? The first thing that you have to remember is this amine group will be removed. Okay. And we all know in biochemistry, whenever there is a removal means D, and removal of amine group, deamination. And this amine group will be actually removed in the form of NH3. And what is that NH3, guys? NH3 will be ammonia. So first thing after coming inside our body, what is going to happen? The amine group will be removed in the form of ammonia. And once that is done here right now, whatever this remaining carbon skeleton is present here, this remaining carbon skeleton is known as the keto acid. इसको हम कह रहे हैं keto acid, ठीक है ना? So amino acid, the amine group will be removed in the form of ammonia, and the remaining carbon skeleton is nothing but the keto acid. And now, my dear friends, forget about keto acid for now. I want to learn what is the fate of ammonia. Can anyone tell me what is the function of ammonia, guys, in our body? Hello everyone, try to answer me right now. What is the function of ammonia inside our body? Very good. See, don't even think about any function. Ulta, ammonia is actually a very toxic substance to our body. It's very bad. It's toxic substance to our body. And because it is toxic substance to our body, so we are going to send this toxic substance to liver. Why we are sending to liver? To detoxify. And how is this detoxified? The ammonia will be going to the liver, and in the liver it will be utilized and will be getting converted towards a urea. Okay, and that urea will be happily excreted out from the body. So in this manner, my dear friends, you should have a complete picture in your mind. Okay, what is actually happening whenever I'm eating chicken? So for example, if I'm eating chicken, there is nothing but protein that will get digested to form amino acid absorbed, then ammonia is toxic, sent to liver, and in the liver it will be getting converted to urea. And how it is getting converted to urea? Urea cycle. And right from input, right from eating to excretion, I told you everything, sir. So therefore, this entire picture should be like printed in your mind. Consuming food, digested, absorbed, then that is forming ammonia. Ammonia is going to liver, and in the liver, urea cycle. So from this entire, story, what do you have to learn right now? Yes, urea cycle, sir. चलिए पढ़ते हैं urea cycle, sir. So it's very crystal clear. In the MBBS days, unnecessarily students will be just mugging up urea cycle. If you learn like this, you will understand okay, what is the importance, why we are learning, like why is that urea cycle important, why it is happening, and all those things you'll understand. You know? So therefore, my dear friends, write on the heading as urea cycle. The first topic. First of all, learn the another name. Urea cycle is also known as the ornithine cycle. And it is also known as one more name. It is also known as the Krebs-Hasslett cycle. So therefore, urea cycle is also known as the ornithine cycle, also known as the Krebs-Hasslett cycle. पहले ना आराम से learn the name of that, guys. ठीक है? So urea cycle is also known as ornithine cycle, or it is also known as the Krebs-Hasslett cycle. Now, once you're done with the urea cycle, the next thing, the next thing is locations. Where is urea cycle taking place? Obviously, I already told you where. In the liver. है ना? And where inside the liver it is taking place. Remember, the urea cycle is taking place both in cytosol as well as mitochondria. Okay, location of the urea cycle. Urea cycle is taking place both in the liver, and in the liver it's taking place both in the cytosol and mitochondria. I think, guys, till now you are understanding like so many pathways you have completed since yesterday. So if you are understanding this one right now, तो आपको क्या करना होगा पता है? What you have to do, all the pathways you have to make a list of them, write down the names, and then write down their location, where are they taking place. These are the places from where the questions will be asked. Understanding here? So not only the pathways, we have to even write down the name of the pathway, the location of the pathway, the rate limiting enzyme. So keep on making the list of that. So at the end of this, biochemistry, I'll give you one LMR, last minute revision like thing. It's hardly like only 3 pages that I made for the last session. Students, I'll even forward it to you in the group. And guys, just study that. That will be more than enough. Entire biochemistry is like concised in only 3 pages. Is it okay? So in that you'll be having all that proper tables made and all, and you'll understand the importance of that. Okay, fine here right now. Now, so the urea cycle is also known as ornithine cycle. Ornithine cycle is also known as the Krebs-Hasselett cycle. Name done, location done, and now welcome to the reactions. Guys, the reactions are so simple. There are only 5 reactions. So I want you all to write down the 5 reactions and learn them now. Now, abhi ke abhi. ठीक है ना? तो चलिए sir, start writing and start learning now. First of all, you'll be having ammonium ion. What is ammonium ion, sir? NH4 plus, and that ammonium ion is going to combine with carbon dioxide. And now the ammonium ion and the carbon dioxide, these two will combine together, and they will combine together and form a substance which is known as carbamoyl phosphate. Carbamoyl phosphate. ठीक है? Ammonium ion along with the carbon dioxide, these two will combine together to form what's a carbamoyl phosphate. And the name of the enzyme is so simple here. Because it is carbamoyl phosphate, it is known as carbamoyl phosphate synthase 1. So it's like your favorite one, say easy name of the enzyme, carbamoyl phosphate synthase 1. So CPS 1. Okay, first reaction. In the second reaction, the carbamoyl phosphate is going to combine along with ornithine, and these two will combine together to form citrulline. Okay. Carbamoyl phosphate combines along with ornithine to form what's a citrulline. And what is the name of the enzyme here? The name of the enzyme here will be OTC. Now here, what is the full form of OTC, guys? O for ornithine, T for trans, and then C for, it's actually carbamylase. Carbamylase. Is it okay? Ornithine trans carbamylase. Ornithine trans carbamylase. Is it okay? Are you all done? And now, once you are done with this citrulline here right now, guys, the next thing will be, yes, combine this citrulline along with the third substance one more, and that will be your aspartate. So citrulline combines along with the aspartate, and these two together will be forming the arginosuccinate. Arginosuccinate. Okay, it is going to combine along with the aspartate. Aspartate is aspartic acid. I told you yesterday one rule: ic acids will form 8 salts. Ic acid will form 8. So अभी हमने लिखा था break से पहले aspartic acid, that is nothing but aspartate. And here it is arginosuccinate forming here. What is the name of the enzyme? Arginosuccinate synthase. हो गया. Wow. So it's forming therefore arginosuccinate synthase. Now I request all of you to please stop writing here and try to first of all learn the 3 reactions that we have completed. Ammonium ion along with carbon dioxide, carbamoyl phosphate, first reaction. Carbamoyl phosphate along with ornithine, citrulline, second reaction. Citrulline along with aspartate, it is arginosuccinate. So it's like the 3 reactions are like combining, combining, and combining. So पहले first you memorize these 3 reactions. First you learn these 3 reactions. Rohit, CPS 1 means carbamoyl phosphate synthase 1. It's same the carbamoyl phosphate forming here, and therefore carbonyl phosphate synthase 1. ठीक है, carbonyl phosphate synthase 1. Okay, Rohit? So once you are done with these three reactions here right now, guys, what I'm trying to tell you here is that, the first reaction is like combining, the second reaction is like combining, the third reaction is like combining. And now welcome to the fourth and fifth. I promised you in total how many reactions are there, sir? 5. The fourth and fifth reaction is like breaking down, sir. So combining बहुत हो गया, चलिए break करते हैं. Arginosuccinate is going to break down to form Rg9, okay, with the release of fumarate. Arginosuccinate will break down to form, okay. जब कभी आप ब्रेक करते हो तो साथ में क्या लगाना होता है? एस, एस. ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ लैक्टोस, लैक्टेस. Break down of maltose, maltase. So anytime whenever you are breaking down, always you have to attach what's the A's. So now it is a breakdown of arginosuccinate. So therefore arginosuccinase आसान है. And finally this is actually urea cycle है, तो क्या होगा सर? Arginine will again break down to form back ornithine, वापस ornithine form होगा with the release of a substance and that is known as urea. Till now in the urea cycle urea form नहीं हुआ है, तो पक्का it has to be urea only. So arginine will break down to form ornithine and urea. And again it is breaking down. What is the name of the enzyme? Arginase. What is the name of the enzyme, sir? Arginase. Okay, that's all. And again what is going to happen? This ornithine will combine with the carbonyl phosphate. ये दोनों combine होंगे. These two will combine to form citrulline. It will continue. That's your urea cycle. Hardly 5 reactions. Okay, come on, learn that, guys. I want you all to learn all the 5 reactions now. First 3 reactions are like combining, and the last 2 reactions are like dividing, breaking. So okay, very good, clear, done. तो चलिए सर हम एक काम करते हैं, लेट अस सर हम लोग ना मिलकर रिवाइज करते हैं. ओके, तो अमोनियम आयन कंबाइंस विद कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड टू फॉर्म कार्बोमाइल फॉस्फेट. Carboyl phosphate combines with ornithine to form citrulline. Citrulline combines with aspartate to form arginosuccinate, and arginosuccinate will be dividing into arginine and fumarate, and arginine will be further dividing to form ornithine and urea. Done. And now welcome to our favorite student iPad. हमेशा सेम सवाल सर. अब यहाँ पर से सवाल क्या आता है? What is the question? Question number 1, sir. MCQ number 1. Can anyone tell me what is the formula of urea? यूरिया का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है? Remember the formula of urea here will be NH2CO, NH2. Okay, formula of urea will be NH2CO, NH2. Okay, now once you're done with the formula of urea, welcome to question number 2, a little bit in depth. I request all of you to please look at the screen at once. Don't write, don't do anything, please look at the screen, वरना confusion होगा. So please look at the screen. In depth they are asking, sir, where are you getting this NH2 from? Where are you getting the CO group from? And where are you getting this NH2 group from? मतलब आपको NH2 कहाँ से मिल रहा है, CO कहाँ से मिल रहा है, from one more NH2 कहाँ से, मतलब source. What is the source? So my dear friends, remember in the very first reaction we have added NH2 here, and that NH2 is going through reaction number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and finally you are getting this first NH2 here. Okay, so ammonium ion is contributing the first NH2. In the very first reaction we have added carbon dioxide here, and that carbon dioxide is coming here and contributing to CO. Okay, fine. And now till here average MBBS student is easily able to understand, but the biggest question here right now is that where is this second NH2 coming from? Remember in the third reaction we have added aspartate. Here What is the meaning of aspartate? Aspartate is nothing but amino acid, है ना? And from today onwards, amino acid, carbon in the center with the four bonds. That picture should come in your mind. Carboxylic acid, CO minus, and the amino group NH3 plus. That means if you're adding aspartate, you're adding amino acid. Amino acid will have amino group. Acha. Indirectly, you're adding what get is a amino group, and that will be contributing the second NH2. So that sources are very very much important. Is it okay? So therefore let us please write down here below the diagram के नीचे हम लोग यहाँ पर ना लिखते हैं, लिखिए सर, sources of urea. Now what are the sources of urea? Formula of urea is NH2CO, NH2. The first NH2 group is obtained from ammonium ion. The CO group will be obtained from CO2, and the second NH2 group is obtained from aspartate. iPad 3 once again, please. Sir, that's what, sir. Please follow my instructions. Whenever I'm telling you, please look at the screen. You have to look at the screen. Things are not that easy. I know where the students will be getting confused and all. इसलिए मैं आपको बोलता हूँ कि ध्यान से देखो. चलो, first of all, you write down the notes. I'll tell you then. And someone is trying to distract here the other students unnecessarily on the screen. What are you writing, sir? Just first of all, you write down there, and then I'll tell you. I'll repeat that one, sir. Now, my dear friends, if you're done with this one here, please look at this diagram here right now. Now, in this diagram here, you're able to see here right now, guys. This will be the ammonium ion here right now, and this ammonium ion is coming through all the reactions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then finally forming NH2. Carbon dioxide is coming from here, and finally it is giving rise to CO group. And then aspartate is an amino acid, and it is having amino group, and that is contributing the second amino group. So the sources are important. So first the formula is important, and the second the sources are important. I hope you all understood right now at least. Everyone here, sir? At least now did you understand that one? The sources done. And now, my dear friends, I told you already the urea cycle will be taking place in liver, but in liver exactly where it is taking place. In the liver, it is taking place both in cytosol as well as mitochondria. In the liver, it is taking place both in cytosol and mitochondria. So now what we have to learn right now, guys, we need to learn okay, out of these 5 reactions, which reactions are taking place in cytosol and which reactions are taking place in mitochondria. So to learn that, what you do is just mark a line here like this. And now if you're understanding my diagram, yes, the first reaction and the second reaction are taking place in mitochondria, and the remaining 3 reactions are taking place in cytosol. So the first 2 reactions are taking place in mitochondria, and the remaining 3 reactions are taking place in cytosol. Okay. Now every question possible has been covered. Done. Let them ask anything in urea cycle. We know the other names of the urea cycle. We already know the location of the urea cycle. कि urea cycle कहाँ पर हो रहा है? It is taking place in liver and all. And we know the 5 reactions. And then we already know the locations. So first 2 reactions in mitochondria and the remaining 3 reactions in cytoplasm. That completes your urea cycle. Okay. And remember from last two exams, they are asking the question based on urea cycle. So please take care about that. So please learn about that properly, guys. Is it okay? Fine here right now. Sure, done. Okay, sir, done. Now, my dear friends, once you are done with this one here right now, Once you are done with, okay, the urea cycle here right now, guys, and now let's go towards the next topic here right now.